It's our pleasure now to take you to the holiday resort of the East, a tropical paradise of swaying palms, beautiful beaches with clear blue waters and friendly people. Those who have fallen for the charm of this island have named her the Pearl of the Orient. Penang is a jewel of an island on the west coast of Peninsular Malaysia. The island and the mainland are linked by a 24-hour ferry service that dates back to 1893. This ferry service is one of Penang's unique features. Long known as a haven for traders in the east, it has developed into a modern port with deep water facilities and container services catering for the needs of international trade. The Penang Bridge, spanning 13.5 kilometers across the channel, is the longest in Asia and the third longest in the world. This is the 65-story complex Tun Abdul Razak, commonly known as Comtar, a prominent landmark located in the prime business district of Georgetown. By virtue of its location, the island of Penang can be reached by air, rail and sea. Its international airport at Bayan Lepas is 16 kilometers from the city center and is accessible to visitors the world over. Whether on business or pleasure, it's always a great experience to take off or touch down in this enchanting island, Penang. Like other cities of the world, Penang has numerous international class hotels to accommodate your stay. This is the oldest, built in 1885. These hotels provide the best facilities and service to warm your visit, each possessing a distinct character of its own. All sorts of sports and recreational facilities abound at most of Penang's leading hotels. Entertainment awaits your pleasure at some of Penang's finest hotels and restaurants in the city and along the beaches. Sit back if you like to enjoy a spectacular blend of rich cultural dances and lilting melodies. Whether whining, dining or dancing, enjoy yourselves at any of Penang's many night spots for a great night out. An abundant supply of seafood comes in every day from the surrounding waters of Penang. You can choose anything you fancy, from crabs to lobsters to fish, and the restaurants will cook it the way you want it. You can be assured of courteous service and friendly attention in a most relaxing, pleasant atmosphere.
Oh, thank you very much.
Mornings in Penang are absolutely breathtaking. It's most refreshing to see people, both young and old, taking in the fresh air while performing Tai Chi or jogging. A leisurely ride in a trishaw, the oldest mode of transport around the town, enables you to catch glimpses of Penang you may savor. While you're at it, check out the charming old buildings, many of them dating back to the 1800s. The beauty and nature of Penang is simple and unspoilt by the hands of progress. Under the influence of the balmy sea, the climate is mild, the sea gentle and cooling. This provides a soothing experience for relaxation, a great place to laze around and bask in the sun. Children here have a whale of a time playing on the beach. Here's a chance to try the aqua bike. Or a little wind surfing if you like. For the adventurous, paraflying is just the right thing. Water skiing is also a popular pastime at the seaside. Penang is an amazing island that never stops surprising you with its contrast and its beauty. Its many waterfalls and streams are cool, fresh, and invigorating, one of the many features that makes Penang a tropical paradise. Penang was the first British settlement in the Far East. Founded by Francis Light of the British East India Company in 1786, it is now the home of many people of different racial origins living together harmoniously. Multiracial nature that has enriched Penang with a wide range of cultural activities. This sense of harmony and goodwill among races is most prominent in Penang's education system. From this nursery, where children as young as 2 years of age start learning, to the primary, and secondary schools, to the institutions of higher learning, Penang strives hard to instill a well-balanced education all round for our young citizens. Industrialization is quite a revenue earner for Penang. Penang has also attracted some of the biggest manufacturing concerns in the world. Today, it is one of the world's largest producers of electronic components. Telecommunications here too have come a long way under Penang's modernization plans. In use currently is the International Subscriber Dialing Computerized System, enabling you to dial direct to 55 countries. This is the magnificent Mengkuang Dam, the largest in Penang, supplying purified, fresh-tasting water to the inhabitants of Penang, having a capacity of 2.6 million cubic meters. One of the historical sites most frequently visited by tourists is Fort Cornwallis. Fort Cornwallis is today one of the centers for cultural activities in Penang. Here are some of Penang's most magnificent and charming old buildings. Adding to Penang's charm and beauty are her mosques. One of her oldest is this one, the Kapitan Kling Mosque. Here's a magnificent piece of architecture, the Penang State Mosque. St. George's Church, the first Anglican church built in 1818. Celebrated by Hindus to mark the victory of Lord Subramaniam over the demons, Thaipusam is a day of penance and thanksgiving for blessings received. Devotees fulfill their vows to the deity by carrying kavadis, steel archers and skewers that pierce the flesh, through the streets of Penang. This Buddhist temple of Thai architecture houses the third largest reclining Buddha in the world. Clan houses originated in China centuries ago as associations for people of the same surnames. The Dragon Mountain Hall of the Ku Kongsi in Cannon Square is the most picturesque clan temple in the country. The carvings on the pillars and beams tell their own stories of the past. This is the largest Buddhist temple in Malaysia, the Kek Lok Si, and one of the finest in Southeast Asia. Built on a hill, the temple is dominated by the 7-tier Ban Po Ta, or 10,000 Buddhas pagoda. The pagoda is one of the most unique structures ever built in that it combines the architecture of China, Thailand, and Burma. Below it is a tortoise pond where offerings are made for longevity. Reputed to be the only one of its kind in the world, Penang's most unusual attraction is the Snake Temple. Here you find live snakes coiled around the altar and other parts of the temple as if intoxicated by the smell of burning incense. Built in 1880 by the joint efforts of the immigrant Chinese communities, the Kuan Yin Teng, or Goddess of Mercy Temple, is the oldest in the country. The festival of the 9 Emperor Gods is quite a crowd puller in Penang. This festival that falls in the month of October is when devotees make a pilgrimage to the 9 Emperor Gods temple, climbing 1,200 steps in the process. One of the highlights of the festival is when devotees in a trance perform the fire walking ceremony. Another exciting showcase of entertainment on this island are its Chinese operas. The Festival of the Hungry Ghosts, that falls between late July and August every year, brings 1 month of street theaters, choral competitions, and temple activities to the Chinese communities. The ancient art of self-defense, silat, has quite a following among younger generation, especially those of Malay descent. The symbolic weapon of this fine art is the kris. Penang is also a shopper's paradise. Batik items are very popular amongst Penang visitors. Batik is a colorful fabric with classic motifs and patterns native to this region. You can purchase batik in dress lengths or in finished articles like shirts, ties, dresses, tablecloth and others. Another popularly purchased handicraft in Penang is pottery. In various shapes, sizes and colors, the pottery in Penang is renowned to be some of the finest produced in Southeast Asia. A trip to any one of Penang's pottery outlets will definitely be a rewarding experience to the souvenir hunter. Besides the pottery outlets, you could also visit some of Penang's rattan centers, offering some exquisite rattan items on its list. Occupying 30.4 hectares is the Botanical Gardens, boasting a fine collection of flora and fauna of Malaysia and other parts of the tropics. Another attraction here are the monkeys living in their natural habitat, but tame enough to be fed off the hand. Here, flowers bloom throughout the year. The Botanical Gardens is a favorite for quiet strolls, family picnics, and evening jogs. Golf is a sport fast catching on with the residents of Penang. Sprawling over sheer greenery, its two 18-hole golf courses are splendidly inviting. One of the delights of Penang is a ride up Penang Hill, commonly known as Bukit Bendera. Here is your chance to take in the cool, invigorating mountain air while enjoying the panoramic view below. A 30-minute journey by a funicular train takes you to the peak, where there are open-air restaurants serving snacks and drinks, a hotel, an aviary, and holiday bungalows. Nature lovers, too, will especially enjoy the many adventurous jungle tracks they can stroll through on Penang Hill. One of the quaint features of Penang are the sidewalk stalls, selling local as well as imported fruits, vegetables, fresh seafood, and even flowers at very reasonable prices. Very specially, you will find an array of local fruits to be sampled. Fruits like the durian, mangosteens, and the coconut, a real thirst quencher. The island of Penang is truly a seafood resort. Every day, an abundant supply of fresh seafood comes in from the surrounding waters of Penang. For food lovers, roasted fish. Satay, a local shish kebab. Fried noodles. Milk curry, milk prepared in local style. Spicy Indian murtabak. Kite flying is also a favorite pastime in Penang. Visitors to Penang are always enchanted by the cultural activities that happen here all year round, like this vintage bike and car show. Even a dogathon featuring man's best friend. Horse racing too is a regular event in the island. And big walks for both young and old alike. The Water Carnival, held every year in Penang, is an event thoroughly enjoyed by both the locals as well as the visitors. Here there is canoe racing, single as well as double. A sailboard regatta. And high speedboat racing. The Penang International Boat Festival is an annual affair that attracts top local and international rowers as far as the USA, Japan, West Germany, Australia, and even Norway. Here are the teams participating in the annual Dragon Boat race. The carnival is a bag of fun for everyone. Like this group of men trying hard to retrieve a flag at the top of this greased pole. Part of the celebrations and carnivals includes the different martial arts display by the youngsters. Cultural dances are a favorite too among visitors to Penang, dances that depict the different racial origins present on the island. Held throughout the month of December, the Pesta Pulau Pinang provides visitors with some of the best aspects of cultural activities in Penang. Its highlights include a trade and industrial fair, processions, lion and dragon dances, and various other entertaining displays. And sometimes a little comedy drama too. Another favorite at the Pesta Pulau Pinang is the Chingay procession. This features the acrobatic balancing of huge 10-meter-high triangular flagpoles on the jaws, elbows, shoulders, and stomachs of its performers. Whatever you seek, whether it be action, spectacle, or tranquility, you will find it in this island. And despite its modern outlook, you are never far from its varied customs and the contrasting ways of life that exist here in the Pearl of the Orient, Penang.